case, we have a caller who was hurt at work, Jamel from the Augusta area. Hi, Jamel. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing pretty good.
Super. Share with us what happened.
I was on the job. I had a job with the city. I'd rather not say which city I was working for, but I was working for the city. Injury occurred on the job. So I ended up going out, getting surgery and whatnot. Doctor gave me an order not to go back to work. I gave it to them. They tell me, hey, everything's fine and whatnot. But all of a sudden, 2 months later, they give me separation notice, which just terminated without a reason at all up on the doctor's order to not go back to work.
Could you tell me a little bit about the nature of your injury? Are you disabled at this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Back and neck.
Okay. Are you collecting disability?
I had to go to the surgery and I got all the paperwork and everything.
Okay. Well, Jamil, I would tell you to talk to an employment lawyer pretty quickly. There are some really great employment lawyers. Tanya Jeffords does some great work in both Georgia and South Carolina here in Augusta. I would need to know a lot of facts that might not necessarily be a great idea to talk about on live television. And so I think I'm going to have to advise you to give us a call, and we can put you in touch with Tanya or an employment law attorney. But Georgia is typically, in South Carolina, is a right-to-work state. When it comes to the city, though, there's some different rules that apply, and you really do need to see an employment law attorney to actually walk you through what those rights are and how they differ in a situation like this.
Yeah, it brings up an interesting situation. Do municipalities have some sort of immunity that maybe a regular accounting firm wouldn't, for instance?
Well, actually, they have a few more responsibilities. There can be situations in which they are actually required to actually have a certain reason for a cause for actually firing the person, and there are some protocols that have to be followed under certain circumstances. And so, like I said, I would have to ask him a few more questions.
Sure.
That probably wouldn't be great to have on television. So we're going to follow that one up tomorrow, Jamel.
And across the river in South Carolina, Kip, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Chase hit the nail on the head. I mean, Jamel, a lot has to do with what the doctor ordered. You know, the severity of your injuries, but that doctor's note that said you weren't to go back to work for an extended period of time is very, very important. But to Chase's point, I think that you need to speak with somebody who specializes in employment law. There's some great attorneys in this area, and you may very well have an opportunity to pursue, you know, a claim against your employer for not only the workplace injuries, but also potentially a wrongful termination claim. Again, Georgia and South Carolina are employer friendly as far as claims go. Both states are at will work environments, that sort of thing. So those claims can be tough, but somebody that specializes in that area of law can give you some good counsel on what your options are.
Right. And hopefully you're already pursuing a workers' compensation claim if the city's providing that. And you need to pursue that with a workers' comp attorney and not just rely on the HR department person that's in charge of the workers' comp claims.